So on the 29th of May 2024, kuzabe busy all over South Africa because we will be voting for freedom. We will be voting for
for freedom.
Yes.
Economical freedom.
But do you think we'll ever have freedom though?
What is freedom?
Yeah, I think that's the question we should ask ourselves. What is the freedom?
Yes.
Freedom, personally, I think freedom, it's being able to get access to certain things, like your needs, basically, mostly.
Do we have freedom?
We do
Are
have
we
freedom
free?
from 94, but then that was being oppressed freedom that we got. Now we need the economical side of freedom. That's what we are fighting for.
I think this thing is broad, because if we're going to have to discuss it, it will take hours and hours, of discussing what is freedom, why do people vote, are you really voting for freedom, are you really voting for changes in this final. But it all sums it up to us, the choices that we make in what we want as the citizens of South Africa. So I do believe in the upcoming elections, we have to make amends with ourselves. Are we doing this or not? Because even if you're not doing it, you are still going to complain with the same things. So the choices is actually up to us. So we should support what the ruling party is trying to do for our people.
Okay,
What is the ruling party doing?
I want to help. I want to answer him
Actually,
because now Uti, let's support what the ruling party is doing. So Mo, are you saying we should support ANC going house to house washing clothes for people? Because currently that's what they are doing. We saw on newspapers, social media and everything, just like the picture that we're going to show right now. People from ANC went house to house helping out with Imbahla. We can also see President Ramaphosa esula amafinyela wo mama omdala.
wow.
So is this what they are doing?
Obviously, because they didn't come to you, it's going to be a problem. But to somebody they have went to, it's something. It's showing the significance. What is it that they're trying to do? They're showing people as much as Tina. We are in the so-called middle class. Those who are in the lower class. They have to kind of be with them because labo mama laba bakdala, because I believe the president resonates with those grannies.
What is the point of you
struggling.
amafinyela while my shelter it's not on point, while I go to bed without food, while I'm raising orphans who don't have nothing? There are real issues that we face as South Africans. So, personally, I'm not going to buy what ANC is doing.
You know what's the problem?
Yeah, okay. But if maybe bayenze before,
exactly.
Beso ibona ukuthi azishem there is sincere like bayazama ukusiza, but then because it's your vote and can bavuke emaqandeni ukuthi manje ngcono sisize.
And you know why more ANC won't come to us, ne? It's because mabefika apha bazobona the only thing thina siyidingayo yi-funding rather than ukusulwa amafinyela ukuhlanzela impahla. And leyo it's something they do not want to give.
Yes.
They want to go and visit ogreni bahlele emazozweni bahleli kumikhukhu with curtains closing the door, and then babasula amafinyela kuthiwe. And they give them T-shirts. That's the only thing they leave. T-shirts and then your pamphlets and everything else. That's the only thing they leave. But we do not want that. See, you youth, we are here. Every day, president would say, we're going to create millions of jobs. We're going to do A, B, and C. There's high rate of crime. And there are people working on voluntarily basis. There's no money. So we need money. We do not need washing. We do not need that.
I think the bottom line is right here in this room. Yoguti, all we do is complain. Right?
What are we complaining about?
That's the thing. You need to ask yourself, what is it that you need from the government? And what does the government need from you? Those are the things that most of the citizens don't ask themselves.
Okay.
You know, that's why the ruling parties will do what they have to do to get you to the poll stations
But
to
then
vote
I
for
think,
them.
Moeketsi, everyone knows what we need in South Africa. We've been
What do we
singing that
need?
song for so long.
What do we need?
Economical freedom.
And then what are you gonna do with economical freedom? Have you laid out your plan, Noguti, Mr. President? If the president comes in here, and then
Lalela,
this is
you
what
know
you
what?
say.
If I would tell him, "Good, I need economical problem and then economical freedom, and once I get them, I'll be able to assist omunye umuntu." That's it. That's what the government needs to do. You get a job or you get a house as a black child. You see what you are achieving. Then you need to give back to the community.
You know, Mina.
So him failing to assist 4 or 5 people, how is the country going to change?
I think I've realized and came to my conclusion, Yoguti, the media now itself, it is playing a very dangerous role into what is showing people. You know, there are people in the, you know, from ward councils, you know, when they lay out everything, Yoguti kwenzakalani, you know, you would find out, Yoguti, most of the sabotage is actually coming from the citizens themselves. When the government is trying to do right by the people, there are people who are sabotaging the ANC so that they cannot be in power in the next elections. So
Sabotaging ANC, how?
when they want them out of power so that
But
Amanyama
how?
Party. How? With service delivery.
Mamela, ANC is responsible
What do you
for
mean?
service delivery.
If a project is issued for a service delivery, for example, yoktata amadustbin, and then you get somebody who's working in there, but muntu go in there, umoshama truck now we pick it up, or the you know, people that have
who's
been
responsible for that tender? Because if it's your responsibility, you need to make sure Utama trucks will pick it up.
Do you know what sabotage?
I do understand sabotage, but there's no one who's sabotaging ANC.
Guys,
There's no such. If you send people to say no, my trucks no pick up and you've employed people who will still be security 24/7 to those trucks.
What
Even
happened
if
to
you
ESCOM? Because the sabotage was there. People were busy.
No.
What about that?
You can't always blame sabotage and see how can you ruin something which is going to benefit you. We are not fools. How can I ruin something as on benefit?
Let's make an example. Let me say, Uguti, this is your company.
Okay, I'm ask you something. If that was the case, has ANC tried to do something about that as the leading part? So if they had, difference should be here in our eyes. They should try to fight sabotage.
Sabotage has been happening from inside.
They should fight to shift out to sabotage.
The corruption happens inside. So that
we are not going anywhere as the country if that's the case.
We have to take leadership outside of what is happening from the government.
You've made it clear corruption is from.
Hold it right there.
Corrupt.
Hold it right
buy
there.
Electricity.
I do.
Hold it right there, fam. Please do comment below. Usixolele into yokuba ucinga ntoni na is these showing change after 29 May ohlobo benza ngalo, but I've got a picture here, in fact a video from Twitter ebekwe nguThando esithi East London abethiwe lamaxoki. That's as the video. Okay, it doesn't have sound, but you guys can see ubana babahlali bebashaya ngamatshe. Babantu bakaMoeketsi.
You see, abahlali, they are fed up.
Mina, you know, abahlali nabo, they're not making, you know, enough efforts to make their community to strive. You can't depend on the government when it comes to everything.
Why is there government?
What is the
who is the government?
We are the government. But we've got people who are in the upper positions, guys, that we've employed to look after us.
Simple things like Udodi. You can't depend on government should come and pick up our rubbish. You know, we can do it as community. We can make a plan. Like akhona ama open sites ama lona, you can, you know, do our own self. Bakhona banama van la siyagazata every time this person is.
Where is that money for gazata do we get it from? Because we are unemployed. I can't even buy myself a bread, and then I have to gazata for the rubbish.
That's the problem.
And usujonge more if we gazata for ugambisa ama dustbin ne, but there's somebody who's got a tender yama dustbin. or higher position.
Yena
Meaning
uzobesenzani?
ufumene i2 million a month, ila 2 million uyayidla. Tina siyagazat. No.
When are you already corrupt? You did nice to join into politics.
You know, ANC.
You are right here on
ANC
radio.
in 2021 they did this statement about the crowdfunding campaign, whereby all of the members bazohlanganisa imali yabo so that they can help people from outside. You know, it's something that they have been doing. So we're helping hands. I believe it was born in there, yabo, to make efforts. I know this country is a very big country. We have 9 provinces and over 60 million citizens in South Africa. Now we have to think, if we are going to give power to one person, then Tina ourselves, how do we support that one person? We can't 60 million of the people depend on one person, I mean. So Nati, what is it that we
there are
doing
people who are
as
writing about business proposals so that they can create employment for others, but are being declined.
Why?
Why?
Because the government is corrupt. That's it. They have their own people.
Sometimes,
let's be honest.
Nati, there are things that we actually miss, when it comes to doing things right.
How?
Because abantu nabo, they themselves, they want to bribe the government officials. If you are bribing the government officials, you yourself, you are
Okay,
corrupt.
Moeketsi, are you getting 350?
Oban,
When?
I'm not.
Why not?
I didn't apply for it.
I applied for it.
Are we told?
And I told her, Pearl,
I applied for it. I didn't get it. Tell me, what was the reason? Because I've been applying, but it's pending.
No, bakhulumeni labo baba banibhejayo. Angithi bayayibona ukuthi niyabhejwa every month.
How do they see ukuthi siyabhejwa every month?
Bayabona in your account. Angithi mabazama ukuyifaka bayabona na 5,000 from Sugar Daddy.
I once heard would say if you have like ingeni imali maybe less than 500 rand.
Bayabona uthola
then
imali.
bangenaphi bona?
Should ngithola imali.
And again, can someone survive monthly at 350?
Ini.
Can you survive when I get 350 monthly?
I can. Man.
You are
I
lying.
Can manage
You
money.
are lying live on air. You are lying. There's
What
no
do you
such.
mean?
You
What
are
do you
lying.
mean I'm lying?
How much is that?
Ini.
Get off yours.
20 rand. We
And
have
your
stores that are
sneaker, and your
cheap.
sneaker.
We have stores that are cheap and good Nina, you are shy to go to. There are people who are selling clothes.
From
guys.
eating from breakfast to lunch to supper to dinner, your daily, you spend more than 350 on food, including your cosmetics.
Problem
So you still have other needs.
You are girls. Ungazofuna amazipho kholi 350. Sacrifice some of the things.
Besides amazipho, there's
Sacrifice.
a lot. You can't survive.
When, okay.
Okay, I have something that I have to say. Let's give our president a challenge. Simnikeze 350 and freeze all his bank accounts and see if Ramaphosa can survive on that. And then you're going to vote for ANC.
That's the good
What our
suggestion.
viewers are saying about
That's a
that,
very
let's
good
challenge
suggestion.
him.
I think that's
And
a very
pause
good
the vote.
suggestion.
Your votes are 2 months after. Simnike 1 month and check if he can survive.
Phela manje 350 is not for someone who is in this yini bayibizani upper class, for people
Middle class
who
to
have
lower
means
class.
of income. 350 is for those people who are entirely poor, who are not getting anything.
Exactly.
monthly.
You being entirely pure, still you're not gonna survive at 350.
You are going to survive.
You know,
Okay,
if everyone was gonna survive at 350, people buying about 350 downwards because they know the company we can survive on that.
Okay, let me quickly play a video, and then after this video, we will go to the break. Kancinci siyophefumla kudala sithetha noko kudala sisilwa ngale ANC nanso ke ANC yakho bafikile emzini for door to door, and then they took it upon themselves uba bancedise ugogo with iwashing le ayihlambayo rather than ukubanika ukutya or something else. Nankuya ubhuti Mpendulo ngelo xesha usisinomfundo endlini ubhizi uhlamba washing wenza amagwinya yena ulibele kuyohlamba lo gogo.
You know for ugogo right now she's at her best moment of
La
getting
gogo
abantu.
ulambile, she's
Yazi
very
ngiyazibuza
hungry.
ukuthi-
Ulambile
very
kanjani
hungry.
ahlambile lona?
Nengizibuza
What do you
ukuthi
mean
le
ukuthi
nsipho
ulambile?
abawasha
Ulambile.
Bayithole pha,
tape.
bayithole pha.
Hayi,
Ngoba
lezi
kagogo.
izibuzayo.
Kagogo lesepha, let's be honest.
Guys, let's quickly go.
Nansi lelo idabukile ifasikoti kamagogo. Akakhona ukuthi azithengele ifasikoti.
Let's quickly go on an ad break. Do not forget to subscribe, like, and share. We are share online on each and every platform yethu, including Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. It's 44 minutes past 3. Nangoke u the Twingi City Tobela Umteto.